And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
2. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That catch good for only a couple. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Fields throwing again. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Darren Waller, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Jackson now going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gano the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Gano set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this, a very short kick. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Fields throw complete here to Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Fields. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Cowboys first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Fields on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kick.
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On play action, Fields. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. Touchdown, Cowboys! Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Packers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run here with Dillon. Fights up, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Then the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just, and got his man, complete! And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Jackson. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And the Packers are... going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Kelsey out in the slot right. They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jamin Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Jamin Davis, his second sack of the night.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Maybe a frustration. Penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but and now here's another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the